Congratulations to Clemson. They obviously played and coached better than we did, made the plays when they needed to make them. When you're 2 of 14, I think at one point we were 0 for 10 on 3rd and 4th downs. It's going to be hard to win, and certainly not being better there was a factor. And when you lose a turnover battle, whatever it was, I think 4-1, you're not going to win football games when you turn the ball over as many times as we did today. Proud of our guys and the way they competed and battled. Hurt for that locker room. It's an emotional locker room, as you can imagine, saying goodbye to the seniors on this team. Want to thank the fans for what they did today to sell out every home game this season. Don't take that for granted. We got the greatest fans in America, and they showed that again today. So grateful for them, and really, really sorry to them. Pretty extremely disappointing finish to an extremely disappointing season. Questions? As soon as I walk out of this stadium today and finish with you guys and do the radio show with Todd Ellis and tape the TV show with Todd, we're full speed ahead on 2026. And I'm sick as heck about this feeling right now. I'm responsible. I'm going to get it fixed, so we're never feeling this feeling again. The players are off tomorrow. We've got a recruit here in town on an official visit that I'll visit with tomorrow. Do some work tonight and tomorrow on 2026. We've got a team meeting on Monday morning to finalize everything from this season, and exit meetings all next week, along with making the moves and things that I have to do, not just with hiring staff, but adjustments we have to make. So we're never sitting here feeling this feeling again. But again, I'm extremely invigorated and excited about 2026. When you look at who is returning, when you look at the signing class that we're about to sign on Wednesday, that's the other thing. We've got signing day on Wednesday, and we've got a hell of a class that we're about to sign. I know it's not a huge class, and that's what you guys and the recruiting experts base the rankings on, but if you look at the average star rating or whatever it is, we got a top 10 class we're about to sign on Wednesday, and we ain't done yet either in some ways. So got to get this class signed. We got some day one difference makers on and off the field that are joining this program after Wednesday, along with a really hurt group of guys that never want to feel this feeling again coming back, and can't wait until school starts in January to get this group back and get going on 26.
The penalty that Mo Brown got on the punt.
I thought that was
did he get a piece of it at all, or was it?
Looked like it. I mean, it's yeah, the disappointing play in a lot of ways, but they said he didn't get a piece of it. It's one of those. It's kind of synopsis of our season. Hale should have been a block punt for a touchdown. I mean, it happened just the way we wanted it to. He's back there. They didn't block him, or he beat the shield versus the rugby protection, which was the plan all along, and got exactly what we want. But this thing is a game of inches, and clearly we were an inch off on that one from blocking a punt and changing the game. They told me, I mean, when I saw it happen, I mean, first of all, I'm saying, how did we not block that punt? Second of all, I just assumed it would be a 5-yard penalty, but he said that because the guy was in the air and we didn't have anywhere to land, or he didn't have anywhere to land, that it was a roughing penalty. But it's tough when you got, 4 guys back there that have a chance to block a punt, and we don't block it and get a roughing out of it. I mean, we didn't do enough job. I think at halftime we had 19 plays, period. I mean, I'm sitting there at halftime, and I'm saying to myself, how in the heck is it 17-14? I think they had 47 plays of offense, and we had 19 at halftime. I think the time of possession at halftime was like 22-8, and we had a couple big plays that got the 14 points that we had right there. But I think on third down, I think any coach would tell you got to be great on first and second down to stay out of those third down situations. And we didn't do a great job on first and second down. And then, the whole key for us was guys got to make plays today. That in these games, Dabo said it the other day in his press conference, your best players have to play well, and they do what they do on third down. We do what we do on third down. There's a lot of man coverage that both teams played, and their guys made plays, and our guys made some plays. I mean, we had some great individual efforts today, but we just needed to coach and play better there on those third down situations. Yeah, I think today was our 7th one-score game, if I'm not mistaken, going into the fourth quarter. Virginia Tech, I believe, was a one-score game. LSU was a one-score game. Alabama was a one-score game. Missouri was a one-score game. Texas A&M was a one-score game. I'm trying to think who else in the middle of the season that I'm missing, but I think it was 7 today. Was the 7th one-score game going into the fourth quarter. And when we came together on the 50-yard line like we always do, said, here we are. You know, there's 15 minutes, and you guys can leave your legacy here with how we go play in these last 15 minutes. Had momentum and thought we were going to, you know, win the game in the fourth quarter, and what a story it would be, and it didn't happen. Turnovers, lack of execution, poor coaching, all of it. You know, we've been, as you guys have heard me say, you know, I mean, in the past is in the past, but we've been a really good fourth quarter team around here, and we were last year in this game when we won the game in the fourth quarter with plays on offense, defense, special teams, and we just can't turn the ball over in the fourth quarter, and we got to perform better than what we did. But certainly something that we'll look at in regards to, you know, next season. I think it's so I don't. It sounds like an excuse, but we'll be older, and you know, got to learn how to win and finish those games out. And we did not do a great job of it, you know, this season. We did in the Virginia Tech game when we played well in the fourth quarter, but after that, we've had opportunities to win a lot of football games by just either finishing the game against A&M, Missouri, and Alabama, because we were leading those games going into the fourth quarter. And if we just don't score, they don't score, we're sitting here at whatever we are, 7-5, if you just finish those games. And it'll be a focal point this offseason when our guys get back here in January to be a hell of a lot better in the fourth quarter than what we were this season. Y'all know how I feel about Alshon Jeffrey and what he means to me. Appreciate him saying that, and he's exactly right. You know, the heartbreak of this season, and that's what I love about this team. We talked about it last night at our hotel. I mean, there were so many weeks where we absolutely got our guts absolutely ripped out of our bodies on Saturdays, and that sounds crazy and intense. It's true. I mean, we got our guts ripped out with some heartbreaking losses, but every single week there was no like motivation to put our guts back together and go work. They just went back to work and competed. So one testament to the culture, and then the lessons that you take out of that. I think one I would hope is just the details of plays. You know, I mean, I don't want to sit here and dissect every play from today's game, but I mean, there's so many plays of just where we got to be more detailed. Coaching, playing that were difference-making plays in this game, and then just understanding. I would hope our players what a fine line it is between winning and losing. I still remember my dad's 1992 team at Virginia Tech. They led or tied, similar to us this year, 6 games in the fourth quarter and won 2 of them. And then the next year they won 9 and went to 29 straight bowl games or whatever it was after that and went on a run. And I would hope that our team would understand that every week in this league, it is an absolute war. And when you play a team like that today, it is an absolute war because that's an SEC roster with the talent they have. It's why they've got multiple first-round draft picks on that defense, and Cade's a warrior and a great young man and great player. And they've got great players. And this ain't high school where you can just roll the ball out sometimes and be better than the other team. In this league, man, in the SEC, every week is a war, and just understanding the details where every play matters. And then just the leadership that you got to have. There's a lot of guys, you know, we have a lot of seniors as far as seniors that played a lot on offense and defense today. There's not a lot of them. So I would hope that we'll be battle tested and hardened, and we've been in some pressure situations this season. A&M and all that, where the game's on the line in the fourth quarter like today, and we didn't make those plays like Elijah said in the fourth quarter, but I hope we'll remember that feeling and be better because of it next season that we've gone through this. I hate that we've gone through this. I hate it for the seniors that don't come back, but I can 1,000,000,000% promise you this: when we have a hell of a season in 2026, and when I'm doing this press conference after the Clemson game next year, and we've finished the regular season, that because of the success that we're going to have next season, I know we will, we're going to look back at this season and say it sucked going through it, but because of what we went through in 25, it led us to what we just did in 26. I'm 1,000,000% confident in that.